Now, for accessing HTTP, the first important thing to realize is you saw it throughout the course. Vue.js is normal JavaScript code. You can mix it or you can embed it in your normal JavaScript code flow. And that allows you to use any of your favorite Ajax libraries. So if you want to use jQuery's Ajax function, do it. If you get some other some other Ajax library which allows you to send HTTP requests in the way you want to send them, do it. Use it like that, and you are fine to use it in your Vue.js code too. Now, I will show you a special package written for the Vue.js, which makes making HTTP requests very easy, which closely embeds it into your Vue instance and gives you some other nice features. It's called Vue Resource, and we'll have a look at it in this video. The package I'll be using, Vue Resource, can be found via Googling. Simply Google for Vue Resource and you should find this official GitHub repository. There you will also find installation steps for different setups. So for example, by simply using a CDN if you want to dump it into your index.html file, or if you want to install it with NPM like we will do in our Webpack project where we manage all our dependencies and bundle everything with Webpack. And then you also see some examples and the documentation here. And I can only recommend diving into that documentation, though of course I will guide you through the most important parts here in this module, but it's always nice to really understand what's going on and to dive in deeper. So, as we're going to use, let's start by installing it into our project. Now, I already have a brand new project set up. It starts as all my projects started here in the last modules. It's empty. The only thing I do have is some Bootstrap classes in the app.vue file, and hence I also do import Bootstrap here in the index.html file. That is all. Now, since I want to install Vue Resource here, I'm not going to use the CDN, but instead I want to install it via NPM and let Webpack bundle this then in the end. So let Webpack handle this. To do so, I can simply type npm install, and then if we have a look, Vue Resource, though I will also add save to make sure it's installed as a production dependency. Vue Resource, like this. Now what this will do is pull it down and load it or store it into my node modules folder, which is hidden by my IDE, but which does exist here too in this project. And once it is installed, looks good, no errors, I have to add it, or I have to configure it and add it to my stack here or to my application to be able to use it. Now this is done by using a new method on the global Vue object. I can use Vue and then use. Now use basically tells Vue.js to add a plugin to the core Vue.js functionality. So the core functionality is now extended. And the thing I want to use is Vue Resource. As a side note, you can find these steps here too. If you scroll down to configuration, there you will see that this is how you should install it when using Webpack, and there you see this Vue use command. You also see that we need to import it, so let's quickly do that. I'll add it here. Import Vue Resource from Vue Resource, just like that. And then we pass this newly imported Vue Resource as an argument to Vue use, and now it's enabled, and we're able to access all the methods Vue Resource gives us directly on our Vue instance, as I will show you in the next videos, where we then actually start setting up our little test application here and send HTTP requests.